covers his show of hands? Proverbs 20:16. All right, cool. So this lesson actually only goes to those 4 people that raised their hand. Everybody else wants to go backwards next year. All right, so all those who want to move forward the next year in 2016, he who covers his sin will not prosper, but whoever confesses and forsake them will have mercy. All right, so the first thing is, what does it mean? What does it mean to prosper? Is that me? What does it mean to prosper? See, everyone cannot prosper, period.
All right.
Prosperity is not designed for everyone. He said, the text says, he who covers his sin will not prosper.
That's the word.
So if you say, I know I've done some things wrong this year, but I'm going to go, as Rasheen said, I'm going to just go ahead and cover it up myself. He said, you will not prosper. But what does it mean to prosper? Does everyone get a chance to have diamond crested shoes like the pastor's wife? Does everyone get to drive around with the biggest rims? Does everyone have to get a chance to have the $5 million home? You know, everyone cannot have that definition of prosperity that we know, which is a lie. See, we all can have a closet full of all the clothes that we ever wanted and all the shoes that we ever dreamed of, like Sheila has. Some of us, we have to work up to that level, right? But in Hebrew, the word prosper doesn't mean that. Prosperity in Hebrew don't mean that you have the freshest, flyest gear. It doesn't mean you have the latest Jordans. It doesn't mean that you have the nicest whip and the nicest car. It doesn't mean that you have a G6 jet. It doesn't mean that you can have a wallet full of hundreds like Rasheen has. That's not what prosperity is. Prosperity means to move forward. Now let's just now that we understand, can just give me a witness that you know what I'm talking about. Just say it with me. Prosperity means to move forward. Prosperity means to move forward. Therefore, now I know you got it. So prosperity means to move forward. The lie is that prosperity has been connected with success. But of course, prosperity is a part of success, but it is not success. If you can move forward, you're doing good.
Go ahead.
Okay.
So imagine if you are the same place for 5 years. You have not grown spiritually, you have not grown emotionally, you have not grown financially, you have not grown physically, you have not moved forward. You're not prospering. So if children, let me ask you, young ones, let me ask you, if your partner, if you knew somebody who was 17 and he was still in the 6th grade, would you say that person was a little behind?
A little.
A little behind? Is that moving forward? No. That's being stagnant. That's being stale. Right? That means when someone walked up to him and said 1 + 1 is 2, 2 times 4 is 8, he said, no, I got this. I got this covered. See, when you're trying to cover up your own errors,
Go ahead now.
when you're trying to cover up your own, see, if I'm telling you, you got a booger up your nose. If I'm telling you, you have a flaw on your face, and you said, I got this, don't worry about it, and then you go to a job interview, will you move forward in that job interview? No. If I tell you you're looking busted, and you're like, nah, I got this covered. Look. You will not move forward. Because you're saying, I got this covered. And so he tells you, if you want to cover up your own errors, if you want to cover up your own flaws, if you want to cover up your own issues, you will not move forward. Now, let's get the rest of the text.
Go ahead now. Go ahead. We're with you.
Go ahead. Let's go with you.
But whoever confesses and forsakes, then will have mercy. Man, there's a lot of wisdom here. There's a lot of wisdom here. Whoever confesses and forsakes.
Ever.
So, anyone ever heard of the phrase New Year's resolution? Right? So, for some reason, we think that New Year's resolution says, I'm going to make a promise to myself. And as Pastor said already, I done did it again. And so, we New Year's resolution this year, I'm going to lose 10 pounds. And then 2012, 10 pounds later, I'm going to lose another 10 pounds. And then 20 pounds later, gained, I'm going to lose 10 pounds this year. And then, okay, then 30 pounds gained, I'm going to lose another 10 pounds this year. And so the gyms fill up and everyone gets paid if you have a fitness place. And it looks great on your resume of health. But ultimately, you don't do anything.
Go ahead.
A New Year resolution is more than just saying I'm making a change. A New Year's resolution is saying I'm going to make resolve.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I'm going to make sure what I have done wrong, that I make it right.
Yes.
Who have you not resolved something with this year? Who have you not confessed? I had this dream. I gotta get share this. This is a funny dream. I had a dream that I was a surgeon. And I was going around doing surgery, and while I was doing surgery on these people, y'all paying attention? Y'all with me? You paying attention? You with me? Yeah, okay. So I'm doing surgery on these people, and I decided that if you was immoral according to my standard, I would go ahead and intentionally botch the surgery and kill you. And this one of my leaders found out that I was botching surgeries and allowing people to be killed on my table. You with me in the back? You with me in the back? Right? Is your hand up? Oh no, I thought your hand was up. Okay. And so I thought they was botching. They knew that I found out I was botching the surgeries, right? And so what the leader did was he said, you gotta now go to those families and tell them that you killed their people. You killed their family. Think about that. You put your hands, you put your family member's life in another person's hand, and they intentionally killed them. And then you was put on you to go and apologize to those individuals. Now, could you imagine your loved ones, the doctor coming back to you and say, you know what? I know I said I killed you. I know I said she didn't make it. I know I said they didn't make it. But the truth is, I just let them go ahead and did it. I did it on purpose. Can you imagine the anger? Can you imagine the rage? Can you imagine the wrath? Can you imagine how you will feel towards that doctor? Here's another word. When dealing with resolution, you got another word. You regulating. Good job.
I don't chew that.
Here's another word for resolution. Courage. Courage. What is the connection with resolutions and courage? Because when you know you got to go tell somebody something that they're going to be upset about you doing it, it's going to take some courage. Yeah. I'm the one who got into your purse and took that money, and you thought it was your daughter. I'm the one who sit there and started that nasty chain letter about you on the internet. I'm the one who took that spoiled milk and put it inside your locker and left it in there all weekend. So when you open up the locker, it smelled like. I'm the one who did this. I'm the one who defamed your character publicly in front of everybody. And so it takes a little courage. But how many people can honestly say when they made this transition into 2016, they went and started calling people up and saying, hey, guess what? I'm the one that dogged you out. I'm the one who did. So, but hold up. The text says, he who confesses and forsakes gets mercy. What is the purpose of mercy? Sheila? Well, you're the only person's name I know. So yeah. The purpose, go ahead. What's the purpose of mercy?
Another chance.
Another chance. Okay, so the purpose of mercy is another chance. Now, let me ask you something. Who gets mercy? Well, I'll tell you who gets mercy. Those who are obedient to his word. Now, mercy says from Adam sinning in the garden, when Adam transgressed in the garden, right? He said, if you eat of the tree, you shall live. If you eat of the tree, you shall live. If you eat of the tree, you shall live. You shall eat of the tree, you shall live. If you eat of the tree, you shall live. Okay, so those who ever read the first 2-3 chapters of your scriptures, if you ever eat of the tree, you shall die. 1 Corinthians 15 says, we have not sinned, not as Adam, but in his similitude, we have also inherited his transgression. And so here, we have to understand that we deserve death. From birth, we deserve death. Someone take a breath. That's not a breath gaining age. That's one breath away from life. Your clock isn't going up. Your clock is going down. A little child that is born for the very first time that takes a breath of air, guess what? That child deserves death. You deserve death. Right now, everyone in this house deserves to die. Father will be completely faithful, completely righteous if he kills every single one of us. Right? So if we all deserve death, but we don't get death, and we're not receiving death, and we're having life, what do we owe Christ? Our life. Hold on. So if we owe Christ our life, what do we give him? What have we given him in 2015? 10 minutes? Hold up. What did we just say we owe him? Our life. But what did we give him? 10 minutes? A little time on the toilet? Oh, yeah, I'm like, I got my Bible right here. Got my Bible app. Oh, no, we don't do that no more. Bible apps on the toilet, that's over. Now we play games on the toilet. Check our Facebook on the toilet, right? Or can we just bring it all the way down, right? Just bring it all the way down. Let's not just be righteous for 10 minutes and keep it real, right? Good boy. So what do we give Father? Out of the year, right? 8 hours. 8 hours a week. 10 hours a week. What do we say he owes us? What do we owe him? Life. We owe him life, and we give him what? A cumulative? A day? Okay, let's do some quick math. You go to church once a week. Church is 2 hours. Suppose church was 2 hours. Let's say it was 3 hours. We know sometimes Pastor got a long way. Let's give it 3 hours, okay? Pastor got a long way. It's 3 hours. 3 hours. 3 times 51 is what, Lindsay? Help me out.
153.
3 times 51, real quick.
153.
153. All right, so now that's 153 hours. 153 hours divided by 24 is what? What, am I going too fast?
Yeah.
Where's your calculators at? Let's go.
Wait. 153.
153 divided by 24.
Okay,
6.3.
So that's 6.3. Okay, so according to the math, let's just round it on up to 7. According to the math, if you come to church every week, every weekend for 3 hours, you haven't given Father 7 days.
Out of the whole year.
Out of the whole year. And what do we say we owe him?
Our lives.
Our life? And we haven't given him what? A week. So he says, you need what? Mercy. Oh, see now the weight coming. Now the weight of mercy is coming on you. You got to feel the weight of mercy. But he said you need to forsake and confess in order to get that mercy. Now imagine you trying to move forward in life, and every time you move forward in life, I wish I had a sheet. Y'all have like one of those nursery sheets? Yeah, Pastor, you got one of like nursery sheets? Like like the nurses throw down on the lady that's falling out.
Oh my God.
The nursery sheet. You got one. The nursery sheet. Y'all know about the nursery sheet? You gotta hook me up. That's good. That's good. Even that. That'll work. Cool. Let's do a visual aid. You want to help me out, Shante? Shanae. Okay. So, Shanae, if you went to go through that sheet, go ahead, go through that sheet. That's easy for Shanae to go through that sheet. All right, so now Shanae, I want you to go through the sheet now. Come on, go through the sheet.
That's right. That's right.
So that's what it'll be like if you try to move forward. You have the potential to move forward, but every time you try to move forward, you hit a wall.
That's right. That's right.
Right? Well, let's look at the text. He said, it's because Shanae said, I'll cover my own sins. I don't need Christ. I don't honor Christ. And no one sees it, no one knows, and I give him my 7 days for the year. Is that too sobering?
I got you. I'm with you.
It got a little quiet. But if you confess and forsake, guess what you get?
Get another chance.
You get another chance. Thank you. Like he said, you get another chance. So what do I need to confess this year? What do I need to forsake this year? That's a New Year's resolution. That is a New Year's resolve. Get some things resolved. You got stuff lingering and hanging and dangling, and you still got time. It ain't tomorrow. It ain't tonight. You can do it tomorrow morning after you leave here. Pick up the phone and get some things resolved. As you honor your brothers, is the same way you honor me. If you can't love your brother who you see, how can you say you love Christ who you don't see? And we deserve mercy. But from their own admission, we still haven't got a number of how much time we have given them. If we're not giving them our lives, what are we giving them? My name is HOIO. I'm from the house of Israel, Ohio, and I'm out. Like